Good morning from Stapleford. It's the first IFR flight. Let's go.
Descend, flight level 80. Descend flight level 80, right now 3457. Golf November Yankee, you can route now direct to Compton.
Redirect to Compton, Golf November Yankee. See, hands are in the air.
6 Papa Golf, flight heading 015
Automatically
degrees.
flying to Pepper.
Minimums.
Can we clap for the pilot now?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board.
Golf November Yankee, I have your airways clearance. Are you ready to copy?
A firm for Golf Zero Alpha November Yankee.
Message reads, remain clear of controlled airspace on track Brooklands Park. Squawk 4230. Call London 118.825 and London QNH 1021.
Okay, remain clear of controlled airspace on track Brooklands Park. Squawking 4230, London Control 118.825, the London QNH 1021, Golf November Yankee.
Golf November Yankee, information correct.
Well, that's different to what I briefed. So, basically, they gave me a waypoint after Brooklands Park. So basically, if I show you on the map what they've done to me, which is this can happen, and I'll explain to you why it can happen. So we were supposed to go Ugbet, right, that waypoint there. We're now going northwest to Brooklands Park, which is fine, no problemo. However, it just is different. I didn't expect that. So 300, 299, that's alright, 299, so track that after departure. So departure brief, threats today, first IFR flight solo. So lots to do, lots to take in. Obviously first flight for you two. Nothing on the minimum equipment. We have no significant weather en route, a bit windy at flight level 100, so if it's bumpy we may go down to 80. Departure alternate is south end. I will brief that on the takeoff brief. Runway today is 21 left, the flap is set takeoff. Bad weather circuit is 800 feet, so if we're not comfortable we'll go to 800 and spin back ground, land 21 left. Takeoff performance today, so maximum takeoff weight 59 knots, rotate speed. Recorded with done.
Tango downwind,
QNH 1021,
Beautiful Tango,
1021, cross check 4 times, set on the standby also. So we will go to the hold and we will do our single engine takeoff brief. So basically what we do now is 21 identified, 21 left, the runway's identified. We just do a quick brief before we take off. Everything's a brief. The takeoff brief, so current weather is fine. I'm happy with the current weather. Where are we? Nothing on the radar. Next below VR, I will stop. Engine failure after takeoff within 60 degrees of the nose. Diversion is departure is south end. And the visual circuit to land back here, all around to the right. Golf Zero Alpha November Yankee lining up 21 left.
Golf November Yankee, roger, wind indicating 240 degrees at 9 knots.
Okay, so the approach is clear. And the runway's clear.
What is that?
Signal for the cabin crew. Okay, so compass turning to the right, numbers increasing, HDI. Right, so the wind is slightly from the right. Compass agrees. Heading agrees. You guys happy?
Yes, very.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Left hand circuit 1021 Golf.
Golf Zero Alpha November Yankee changing now to London Control 118.825, cheerio. Landing lights, come on.
Finnair 7 Kilo Lima, climb flight level 130. Climb flight level 130, Finnair 7 Kilo Lima.
London Control, Golf Zero Alpha November Yankee, passing 2,700 to 2,200, remaining outside of controlled airspace until clear.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, thank you. Score cadence, basic service outside controlled airspace, QNH is 1021.
1021, we have basic service remaining outside controlled airspace. Golf November Yankee.
November Yankee, identified and you are clear to join on track Brockman's Park, climbing altitude 5,000 feet.
Cleared on track Brockman's Park, climbing altitude 5,000 feet, Golf November Yankee.
Finesse 7 Kilo Lima, climb flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, Finesse 7 Kilo Lima.
Runner 419 Mike, decent flight level 80.
Flight level 80 at 49 Mike.
1021, 1021.
Runner 3457, decent flight level 120.
Flight level 120, Rhino 3457.
KLM 988, climb flight level 80.
Flight level 80, good 988.
Runner 419 Mike, contact Essex 120.625.
120.625, 49 Mike.
Nice and check, 16 degrees, no risk of ice.
Golf November Yankee, enter controlled airspace, it is radar control now, flight heading of 285.
Flight heading 285, radar control service, Golf November Yankee.
Runner 3457, descend, flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Rhino 3457.
What a view, eh?
Runner 3457, descend, flight level 70.
Descend flight level 70, Rhino 3457.
Golf November Yankee, turn left, heading of 275.
Turn left 275, Golf November Yankee.
Golf Mike Juliet, contact London 120.530, bye-bye.
120.530, Golf Mike Juliet, bye.
Bye now. Golf November Yankee, what's the requested level today, please?
We'd like to try 100 if possible.
Problem.
The other aircraft crossing left to right, coming out of, I think it's going into Stansted or Luton. Actually don't know what it is, can't really see.
Runner 3457, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
Descend 5,000 feet and request 220 knots, Rhino 3457.
Yeah, speed your discretion.
Oh, discretion speed.
So welcome to the Airways.
Golf November Yankee, climb now, flight level 100.
Climb now, flight level 100, Golf November Yankee. 1013, cross check 2 times.
Thanks, Robbie, for the experience. You good?
Yeah, all good. Just this bit gets a bit busy, but it's not that busy today. Not really much going on, is there, on the frequency? I think I need the bigger buds, because basically what they said, so when I push it in I can hear less, which is what the effect should be. But at the moment, with the way it is, so what it is at the moment, they've gave us a heading, because obviously there's a busy bit of airspace, and we're a bloody slow aircraft, with a headwind. We're just in the way. So obviously we're slotting in with traffic going into Luton, Stansted, coming out of Heathrow. We're literally getting in the way at the moment, so it's just giving us a heading everywhere.
Oh.
Just so we don't interrupt their stream of movement of aircraft. This is good, 500 feet a minute climb rate, you see just there. Passing 5,000 or 10,000. So we're halfway up where we're going.
Okay.
Then once we're in the cruise, I'll put the autopilot and relax a bit. So it's a pleasure to bring you on my first ever Airways IFR flight solo.
Okay.
Since I've got, well,
that's what I thought.
yeah, I've had all my training.
That's it.
I've just passed my test.
Well
License came yesterday, and the next day we fly to Newquay.
Amazing.
Weather's beautiful though. Look, we're above it all.
That is good.
This is the dream. What a view, eh? This is what I did all this training for.
Perfect.
Look at that. Oh, beautiful. You see the airplane over there? Look, we're going higher than a commercial airliner at the moment.
I can't see.
Over there on the wingtip, going right to left, the opposite direction. 7,000, free to go.
Tom, can you see it? No. You do. That's fine.
You should see an aircraft on our left-hand side coming into Heathrow in a moment, sir, and it's about 800 feet above us. It'll be quite big, actually. I can see it already, I think, which is good. Obviously, we're separated by 3 miles, so this is how close you'll get to another airplane. So we'll be going above it, to the right of it, and you can see it here on the map. Look, 700 foot above us at the moment, so it's about 8,700 feet, and it's going into Heathrow on a different frequency. So yeah, you can see it on the right hand side at the moment. Smooth flying conditions, you've been lucky. 8,000, 2 to go, temperature check, 11 degrees, no risk of ice. We'll be going a bit faster in a bit once we get to 10,000 because we'll be levelling off and the autopilot will come in. Yeah, it's just going over L Street, 800 foot below.
Golf November Yankee, route now direct to Compton.
Route direct to Compton, Golf November Yankee. So he's just given us a route direct and the flight plan to a place called Compton, which is just west of Heathrow. Okay. So that should, basically I'll go to GPS mode now because we're off vectors. That will then give me the route that I've got to take, which I'll follow on this map here. And then the flight plan I'll put here, as you can see our time of arrival. So now what I'm going to do is I'm climbing up still to 10,000, but because I'm clear of that conflict going into Heathrow, he's gave me a direct
uniform kilo,
to a waypoint called Compton, which is over here west of Heathrow.
Altitude 6,000 feet, 1021.
And I'll follow that as an instruction in the flight plan. So 9,000, 1,000 to go.
Altitude.
Golf November Yankee, contact London now please, 119.780, bye bye.
19780 for Golf November Yankee, thanks for your help, bye bye. London Control, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, direct to Compton, just levelling off at flight level 100.
Golf November Yankee, thank you. Shuttle 6 Lima, climb flight level 140. Flight level 140, Shuttle 6 Lima. Shuttle 6 Lima, report heading to London, 130.925, goodbye. 130.925, Shuttle 6 Lima, bye.
So I've put something called on GPSS, roll steering. And what it does is the autopilot will fly me the whole way. So I've set my altitude, autopilot arm, out arm. And the other thing that it's doing is in heading mode on here, the two systems will then read data, transfer. So all I've got to do is now monitor what the autopilot does for the whole flight, but it will navigate us on our route the whole way. The weather in Newquay at the moment is clouds at 900 feet. And this system I've got here, which I'm just recording for you, gives me in-flight weather information, tells me all the wind information at altitude, the temperatures, which is fairly accurate, and it's using satellite information to provide me that data. As you can see on the moving map, our position, flight plans in the system, I can see the clouds, any thunderstorm activity, and also stream the weather information live straight to the iPad. Yeah, I can get all the weather information, any rain, as well as ADS-B, which I'm using Sky Echo 2, which I purchased courtesy of the government's scheme from the CAA. See all the aircraft, you'll be able to see all the weather information on the radar here as well in front of me. So it's good situational awareness to have all this information live on the flight. And yeah, don't forget to have a check goals out on their website.
99 Papa Uniform, contact London, 134.125, goodbye.
It's a brilliant tool to have in Europe, where we don't have ADS-B weather like they do in America.
For the first time in my life, I'm speechless.
Wow, how amazing it is.
Golf November Yankee, contact London, 134.125, goodbye.
134.125 for Golf November Yankee, cheerio.
Heading 285, flight level 130, speed 26 seconds.
Under control, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, with you, direct to Compton, flight level 100.
Zulu Alpha November Yankee, roger. I'll be at 3163, climb flight level 150.
Level 152, they'll be at 3163.
Flight level 1 Papa Romeo, climb flight level 170.
Papa level 170, Randy 1 Barbara.
ML to 101, fly heading 160 degrees.
Heading 160 degrees and 1
That's why the flight's taking so long to get there. It's just, yeah, it's just because we're high up.
How much are we doing now?
Well, Alexander, Papa Uniform.
We're doing about 90, 95 mile an hour. So on the way back,
Okay.
we'll be doing about 130 plus 50, which is around about 200 miles an hour. So quick. So quick.
Golf November Yankee, left turn direct to Pepys.
Left turn direct to Pepys, November Yankee. So if I press Pepys, I press activate, the airplane should turn by itself.
Okay.
So I've got a monitor that's doing that. Look at that, look. See, hands are in the air.
6 Papa Golf, fly heading 015
Automatically
degrees.
flying to Pepys.
015 degrees, 696 for the gun.
02724, heading to London, 135.055. 135.055, 02724, cheers. Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, contact stolen radar, 120.230.
Sorry, steady frequency again for Golf November Yankee.
Golf November Yankee, 120.230.
120.230, my apologies, Golf November Yankee, good evening.
Bye.
Solent radar, good afternoon, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, direct to Peppers, flight level 100.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, Solent radar, good day, maintain flight level 100.
Maintain flight level 100, Golf November Yankee.
Golf November Yankee, you looking to route via the Sierra Alpha Mike and then westbound to leave controlled airspace?
A firm, yes, and then we'd like to obviously cross the airways en route to Newquay.
Golf November Yankee, that's understood. Golf November Yankee, contact Bournemouth radar now, 119.480, cheerio.
19480, thanks for your help today. Bye-bye, Golf November Yankee.
Cheers.
Bournemouth radar, good. Morning Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, direct to Gippsland, flight level 100.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, Bournemouth radar, good afternoon. Radar control at the moment, understand you inbound to Newquay. Golf November Yankee, Roger. Whereabouts are you looking standing? I've got you in the airway until for about another 12 miles, and then you'll be below controlled airspace. Are you looking to climb and join again?
No, we stay at flight level 100, but we'd like to cross the Berryhead CTA, which is, I believe it goes down to flight level 65. I can't remember which the airway's called, but it's Cubic 41 or something.
Roger.
Just obviously don't want to bust controlled airspace once we leave it.
No problem. Golf November Yankee, leaving controlled airspace, traffic service.
Traffic service, Golf November Yankee. No one else will be up this high anyway. Just be us. Also, another benefit of flying at altitude is it's smooth usually. But when I did my training and I was at this height, we were going in and out of towering cumulus.
Tommy would love that.
No, I doubt it.
Golf November Yankee, squawk 0407.
0407, Golf November Yankee. And the weather is bright.
Golf November Yankee, radar service terminates, contact exit now 123.580, good day.
123.580, radar service terminates, Golf November Yankee, bye-bye. Next to radar, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, request a traffic service.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, your identified traffic service. It's reduced traffic information at the moment as you're on the limits of my surveillance coverage. Golf November Yankee, thanks. Do you require an airways crossing clearance at Dawley?
A firm, we'd like to cross November 864, flight level 100.
Okay, thank you. When ready, provide your estimate for Dawley.
Estimating Dawley time 25.
Thank you very much. Golf November Yankee, when you're ready to copy, I have your airways crossing clearance.
Go ahead for Golf November Yankee.
London Control clears Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee to cross-controlled airspace in the vicinity of Dawley, maintaining flight level 100.
London Control clears Golf November Yankee in the vicinity of Dawley to cross-controlled airspace at flight level 100. Golf November Yankee.
Golf November Yankee, thank you. You'll be entering controlled airspace in about 12 miles time. Radar control.
12 miles time, radar control, Golf November Yankee.
This is Newquay Airfield Information, India, at time 1120. Runway in use 30.
Okay, thanks. Your identified traffic service.
So the weather's suitable.
The
approach is set.
Traffic service
just got to activate it. The minima is set, as we briefed earlier.
Report your intentions after this approach.
There's no real threats today.
Go around and
wind
return to Henstridge.
From the left-hand
Would you like a left
side,
or a right turn to
strong
Henstridge, and what
17
level would you like?
So,
left turn would be good, and we'll climb
QNH
to...
is 1023, transition levels 4,000 feet.
Drop into it, thanks.
And the required navigation
left turn, you're in
obviously an
navigation.
ILS approach.
Optimus approach,
say
left turn,
3,400 feet, so we'll call that clearing. There's no star into Newquay, it's outside controlled airspace. Presume radar vectors. Minimum set 590 feet above the runway, and it'll be a flap stage 1 landing. So we get a bit closer, we'll identify the DME and also for the NDB. The fuel capability, so we had 4 hours and we've used on landing 2 hours 30 minutes. So we'll have about 1 hour 45 minutes of fuel left, so we used a little bit more than we planned, but that's no problem at all. The alternate Exeter, which is just behind us, but I forecast no problems. The weather is suitable for a diversion if we need to do so.
Golf November Yankee, radar service terminated. Contact Newquay radar 133.405. Good afternoon.
Radar service terminated, just repeat the frequency for Golf November Yankee.
Newquay radar 133.405.
134.405 for Golf November Yankee, copy.
Number City, roger.
Golf Yankee Mikey, report final number 2 and follow that helicopter and contact tower 134.380.
Golf Yankee Mike, I'm visual with the airfield, follow the helicopter.
Yankee radar, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee with you, flight number 100, with DA40 information India.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, UK radar. Good afternoon, information India is correct. You're identified as traffic service. Reduced traffic information from all around due to poor radar performance.
Traffic service, that's copied, and request vectors ILS approach runway 30.
Golf November Yankee, roger. Report your heading.
Currently heading 259.
Golf November Yankee, roger. Vectoring out approach runway 30.
Vectors ILS approach runway 30, and do you want us a radar heading?
We can maintain that heading for now.
So he's gave us vectors for the ILS approach, so activate vectors to final. That's all set up in the system. Should update our landing time now. 26 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Flight plan in there, and I can just monitor that, and all the information I need will come up on the screen here. So, identified auto, ID.
UK radar. Good afternoon, Shuttle 1351, passing altitude 3,400 feet. Climbing flight level 190, direct Dawley.
Shuttle 1351, UK radar. Good afternoon, identified as departure deconfliction service.
Deconfliction service, Shuttle 1351.
Golf November Yankee, descend flight level 50.
Descend flight level 50, Golf November Yankee. 50 set.
Shuttle 1351, report passing flight level 100.
Okay, Shuttle 1351.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just began a descent into Newquay. Please ensure all tables are upright and all seatbelts are fastened. Estimated time of arrival in approximately 20 minutes. Cabin crew, that's 20 minutes to landing, 20 minutes to landing.
Shuttle 1351, passing flight level 100.
Shuttle 1351, squawk 3352.
Squawk 3352, Shuttle 1351.
Golf Echo Oscar, back to Paraport 119.1755.
Golf Echo Oscar, squawk Security, get to repair and port, bye-bye.
Comp Security, bye for now, Golf Echo Oscar.
Temperature check, 11 degrees, no risk of icing.
Altitude.
1,000 to go.
Oh, I should have filmed that. I know, me too. Me too.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, use your full call sign now, similar call sign on frequency, and report your pass and level.
Use forecast sign and passing 5,600 for 5,000.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, roger, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1023.
3,000 feet, QNH 1023, and use full call sign, Golf November Yankee. Correction, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee.
Golf Hotel Alpha November Yankee, use full call sign, similar call sign on frequency.
Cross check 3 times.
Golf Hotel Alpha November Yankee, roger.
Brakes are...
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, turn left, flight heading 255.
Flight heading 255, Golf November Yankee.
Altitude.
These clouds are so high. What did you say?
Passing 5,000 for 3,000. Minima set. VOR identified, runway 30, and the approach is activated. 19 miles to go.
Altitude.
Nice and check, 12 degrees, no risk of ice. You got track miles for Golf November Yankee?
Golf November Yankee, patch message?
Yeah, sorry, just confirm you got track miles for Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, A firm, you have approximately 20 track miles, turn left, fly heading 220 degrees.
That's copied. Turn left 220, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee. Weather's awful, isn't it?
Yeah. That's alright, we just came for food anyway.
Cheeky.
They're meant to be sunny. I don't think it's meant to be sunny.
It was supposed to be. All week the forecast has stayed rubbish.
Yeah.
I won't say it just yet.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, descent to altitude 2,500 feet, QNH 1023.
Descent to 2,500 feet, QNH 1023, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee. 2,500, 2,500 set. The landing checklist, just the autopilot to disengage, landing lights on, cabin is secure, and the brakes are off.
Altitude.
100 foot to go.
I wanted a straight video.
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, set right heading 265, cleared out to approach runway 30, QNH check 1023.
1023, we have right turn 265, cleared eyes approach runway 30, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee.
And they didn't go then. What did you say?
Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee, 8 miles from touchdown. Contact Newquay Town, 134.380.
134.4, correction 380, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Newquay Tower, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee with you, 7 miles on approach runway 30.
Zulu Alpha November Yankee, Newquay Tower, runway 30, cleared to land, wind 240, 18 knots.
Clear to land, runway 30, Golf Zulu Alpha November Yankee.
Element 01 Alpha, contact the tower, correction radar 133405.
12340, element 01 Alpha.
Altitude.
Slightly to the right of approach and also slightly above.
Eagle hold of Victor North. Eagle Roger, traffic at 3 mile final.
Caution. Terrain. Terrain.
So 900 feet above. Looking for 590. Visual with the runway already. Bring back the speed and approaching 600 up at full stage of flap in and inside the wide arc. Back on the speed.
There's a 550 fire Alpha.
Full stage of flap for landing.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Here's flight 683, stand 22, request start.
683, start approved. Information Juliet.
Start approved, Juliet, here's flight 683.
Big bounce there.
I don't know that.
That was so annoying, it's because of the crosswind.
Yankee, vacate right of Charlie, taxi Alpha GA Park.
Taxi Alpha GA Park, I bounced there.
Very good, thanks.
We can
pilot.
trust Robbie.
Can we clap for the pilot now?
The Ryanair experience.
Alpha's next right, confirm.
Charlie, yep, that's the one, and then left towards the tower, and then you'll see the other light aircraft.
Yeah, it's been a while since been here, no worries. Welcome to Newquay! So annoying that I bounced. Oh.
Don't worry, it was good. I enjoyed it. I feel probably more safe with him than I'm flying, let's say, Ryanair. Not even joking.
Eagle Roger.
Hi, it's G Zane, he just parked in the aircraft now. We're a little bit late, unfortunately, but I'm ready for Jet A1 if possible. No worries, thank you very much. Bye.
Hey everyone, so we're in Newquay. We arrived here, 2 hour 30-minute flight. Absolutely brilliant views. And we just bought a Cornish pasty.